Hi everybody, welcome to Whisky Mystery 2. I'm Phil.
I'm Tiba. I've moved from the previous to the new one.
I think we're using the same place, so I think people will still be here. Have you had to come to a new place, or is it... Now I'm watching bandwidth, that seems normal. And, I don't know, we just restarted everything. Weird. That's what happens when you pay for an upgrade to your internet to solve your networking problems.
For half the price.
Well, that's more complicated. Right. Shall we just get on with the whiskey? I can tell you... I can tell you the viscometer... Oh, the clock's gone now as well. Comes out at 108%. Looks good so far. Right, here we go. How many people are in now? I think we're all still here. Right? We're good to go? Yes, we are.
Someone said that maybe we were
Yeah. For the next 12 minutes, we are going to be tasting bottle number 195 out of 300 bottles that are working our way through. About 110, 105 to go. We're going to nose it, taste it, rank it somewhere on the shelf. Yesterday's glass. Now, we went back and forth. Is this peated or not? It's definitely peated. But it's not heavily peated.
It's not actually, it's not
So actually quite sweet what's left in there, and a very light bit of dust.
It's also not space type of peat either.
Well, let's see what we get on the bubbles. Pretty big bubbles, I would say. Let's have a look. Let's go straight to the shaker. Oh yeah, pretty healthy, aren't they? 50%. Probably more. Here's 56%. They are pretty big. I think we are in another high ABV. Although we had that with the Ben Riach though, the 17, where the bubbles looked like it was over 50%, but it was only 46. So you never know. Maybe it's not. You know, my first thought is Auchentoshan, and in a nice way. Funny you have to put that in as a qualifier. But it has that sort of sweet flowers smell.
Dust of smoke.
Oh, quite punchy, but... It's like a peated Auchentoshan, but I don't think there is such a thing. Cask strength.
Agapati.
Incense. Yeah. It's like a very sweet Turkish delight incense. Wow. I like that.
It's different as common copper and
but I think it's not the normal stuff though, is it? It's more like a syrupy flour but with peat underneath it. It's quite an unusual combination
of spices like cinnamon, cloves, but very light, more of the flour side.
Yeah, and the peat is more like a wood smoke, dry wood smoke.
More earthy.
Yeah. Now, I would say the peat level, though, is something like more than Springbank, but less than Longrow type of level. So, what could that be like? Taliska's quite lightly peated.
Yes, that of spearmint. It is.
Like it's less peated than Lagavulin or Ardbeg or anything like that, isn't it? And the... I don't know now.
That of sulfur as well.
I'm going to go for a watery version because I think this is going to be pretty strong. Here we go. Add quite a bit of water. Shall we have a look at swirls? How's the swirl factor? Oh yeah. Matthias is jumping in with a Springbank 11. Bare barley. I don't think it's Springbank. I don't think so. Now, this has brought out the plasticine, which I don't like, and that is adding a lot of water to peated whiskey almost always ruins it for me because it brings out this plastic, rubber tires, plasticine type of thing. But it's just for the purposes of getting us a gentle start. Okay, sweet up front, flowery sweet, like candy syrup flowers, tulip candies.
Again, a bit of something spicy, cinnamon, cloves, and char anise.
Star anise as well, cinnamon, cloves.
Very summery.
Quite woody at the finish, but it's char. Let's go for a full power sip.
In fact, no, the finish is more tobacco oil.
Oh yeah, that's pretty strong. Pretty strong for me. I'm going to just power up my other one.
Very strong ABV. Peppery. 56, 55.
Yeah, mid-50s, something like that.
Okay, tobacco oil. Char anise oil.
Oh, it's really good. But this is not a normal peated whiskey at all.
I would say that it's not Scottish.
Not Scottish? I think it is Scottish. But it is like a peated space. It's like that Glenlossie. It's not on the shelf anymore. It's like a cask strength Glenlossie Auchentoshan, but with peat. But with a low level peat. Sort of Talisker.
Or it could be a blend of that of smoke.
I'm going to power up a bit more. Now, do you actually like it? How are we doing for time?
It's really good, but none of the top shelf. Maybe
Not on the top shelf.
I prefer them more.
Okay, we'll do some comparisons. Let's just go for the flavors again.
Beautiful flower flavor, but it's not perfumey, but Auchentoshan.
There's not a ton of depth though. It's probably quite young, and it's.
But the finish is just the
Let me try full strength again.
It's maybe 15 years. Okay, it is.
Yeah, the finish is quite licorice peppery. Let's have a look at the picture, because I painted in quite a lot of sort of purple flowery things. Donna Pass, we'll have to remember to look for that rubber plastic next time I have a Lefroy cask strength. Well, only if you put about 50% water in. But okay, so there is quite a lot of pink, tulipy, flower, sweet bubblegum. What did we actually call it? We called it bubblegum char. And the peat is quite light and the finish is quite peppery. What does it remind me of? Let's, should we do some comparisons? Yes. Let's do some comparisons.
The finish is more licorice oil.
Or like a licorice oil. Okay, let's, better or worse?
I think more Scottish.
Do you think that's more peated?
But it's lighter.
Lighter ABV, yeah. Better or worse?
I think more feminine. It's too exotic. It's too different. It's possibly a bit too much, maybe.
I like today's more. But this is Peat Monster. And I've forgotten the components of Peat Monster from Compass Box.
Oh, yeah. It is more punch. I like it more.
It's more punch. Now, this is more peated. And in general, Peat Monster we've found lighter on the peat scale. What about...
That's more feminine.
What about... okay. Could it be something like this? This is stronger, so pay attention to the strength as well. I still prefer that.
It's very feminine. Like I mean, that sour.
There's fuller flavours on today's, more fruity, fuller flavours. But the peat level... Is it peated?
I prefer this.
This is the Glen Scotia rum cask finish. I think the peat level is quite similar. Just as a reference point. Oh, won't be in focus, but there you go. Now, this is 51%. So you preferred the Glen Scotia?
Yes, because it's a bit too far for me.
Okay, one more. Oh, that's strong.
It's beautiful.
Some similarities.
They are slightly more peat, maybe other similar ever. But it's very licorice oil. And I'm not that far of licorice.
I would say that this is the closest to this so far.
In terms of smoke.
Experience, flavour. Because this has a sweet fruitiness about it as well. This is actually the Talisker 15 2019 special release. The sample that we have. Now, this is what ABV? I've forgotten. Oh, okay.
I prefer this.
That's 57%. I'll put it up here in case we forget. And that is better. Now, we like that a lot. So,
licorice.
1 minute.
Not for me.
The Talisker has stamped on it a bit. Let me try yours for ABV. Oh.
I prefer Talisker.
I prefer the Talisker. I think that is still good. I prefer it more than the Vega. Lagavulin? You like that one a lot. I think I would probably prefer Ugadal. Okay, so we're saying it's going on the shelf, probably somewhere in about here. What could it be? What could it be? It could be... Do you think it could be Lagavulin 12? This is 56%.
I'm not...
time is up.
It's more of a tobacco.
Is there any chance it's an Octomore?
No.
I was going to say it could be this Paul John, but that's very dark. And it's not that, is it? I don't think it's old. We do have a Long Row Chardonnay.
But not get any funk.
I don't think it's the Long Row. We do have an Auchentoshan Valanche, but I know it's not peated.
I think I'm mango for this.
Even though the peat?
Well...
Auchentoshan's not peated.
But it's very maybe 1%.
I think this has a better chance. This is an Ardmore 10-year, which has been finished in a Lefroy cask.
Oh, that's a good one.
Something like that.
Yes.
It's not the Octomore. It could be something like that. Or...
Yes, I got this.
Hang on. Clydach. This is a blend. Clydach is... Whoops. For a start, it's 57%. Coastal blend. Doesn't say an age statement. Inchgower, Kleinlich, Talisker, Oban, Lagavulin, and Colilla. Is there any sherry in this? I didn't...
But any licorice.
Well, there might be that in the notes. But, see, I don't think there's very much sherry, if any, in here either. Maybe a little bit, so a blend could make sense.
I go for this.
I think we're down to these two. In terms of the paper... are there any paper options? Not Edredauer, not Octomore, surely. Benromac? Does Benromac have a bit of peat? I thought not. Port Charlotte heavily peated. I am going for Clydach.
It's 57.
I'm...
It is 57. I bought that 57.
Triple distilled, no peat. It can't be. It can't be. Do you really want it?
No, but it's too smoky.
No, it's Clydach. It's Clydach or Ardmore. I'm going for this one. What do you want to go for? Right, we're going first place Clydach. We didn't even bring up the. The chart. No, that's the chat. Did we bring up the list today? Hey, Rebsin. I've had that Glen Scotia, exactly the same bottling as I visited the distillery 2 weeks after you. That's right, Reb. Oh, and of course we haven't been back since, but hopefully at the end of the year. Now, we think it is at the high end, so probably in the orange section here, just in case there's anything else you think it might be. The grey ones are what I think are peated, so I don't think it's Corryvreckan. Not peated enough. Could be lower ABV. It could be. Right, what are we thinking? Shall we go to the chat? Chat. Let's see what. Hopefully everyone's still in there. Let's see. We've got 45 viewers. That's lower than normal, so we've probably lost people in the shuffle. Oh, and the chat isn't linked up either because I've just updated things. Anyway, let's see. What do people think? No beef ribs. No Octomore, Jimmy Leg. No Stave. Oh, that sounds yummy. Let's see. The Ardmore choice. Jason likes that one. Is anyone else? Let's see. Whiskey 101. I'm sticking with the HP Black. Oh, Black Friday. We didn't mention Waxy. I didn't get anything Highland Parky, though, which is that heathery peat. But it could be. Ex-Bourbon? Could be. Aquami's with us on the Clydach. Sean, you're a bit late. We're a bit late. We had to restart. Anyway, you are in time for our late show. Right. Deepa's going for a second.
I think I've got a concoction.
Okay.
I've got a concoction. A flower.
If Auchentoshan was peated, I would fully agree. But it's not peated, is it? Does Auchentoshan ever do a peated version?
But it's not. It's only but that is peat, maybe.
Right. It is time for the reveal. I can tell you Deepa was the first person to say a blend yesterday, which put me on the path of Clydach. So, ABV. Only 50%. Oh no. We are absolutely way off here. Hang on.
It's I thought 54.
Wow. Hang on. This is Islay barley, 50% as a comparison. Oh. Does that mean it could be Kilchoman? Oh, we've kind of upset things now, haven't we?
Oh.
Remember when we had that Kilchoman from K&L and I said it's Auchentoshan?
Oh, yes.
And I got it wrong?
Yes.
I think it's going to be one of the 100% Islas. Is it? Cheers. It could be. Which one is Ex-Bourbon? There's two.
I know there's no sherry in it.
The sherry in one of them, but I don't.
I bought the sherry.
With the sherry. Yes. I think it's this one with the sherry, 2018.
I forgot about that. I suffer.
Wow. It's got to be, hasn't it? Okay. Has everyone re-voted? Here we go. It's 6 years old. $107. It is an Islay.
I said not Islay. I'm sure.
It is from Kilchoman. Now, does Kilchoman use Islay peat? Because we said it was much more like a Highland peat, doesn't it? Oh, we've got a bit of tape. Right, which one is it?
Because I thought of Optic. It's suit black.
It is the 8th edition, which I think is yours. 9th edition. I don't know. 2018, 8th edition. Let's see. Does it tell us? First off, I think we blew up on that one. It's funny because we were saying yesterday it doesn't taste as strong as we expected from the bubbles. So this is very much like the same problem we had with the Ben Riach, that the bubbles suggest, well, maybe they don't. Maybe they don't. Maybe if you look at this, you can say they look exactly the same. They actually do look exactly the same, don't they?
Well, yesterday, but I got for the first time, my first day, I was about 33, 34.
Yeah, but only 50, so, and only 6 years old. I'm trying to see, let's see. The 8th edition is a vatting of bourbon and sherry casks. Doesn't say how many. Filled between 2008 and 2019. The combination of casks and ages allowing for a unique balance of rich peat, smoke, citrus sweetness, and fragrant tropical fruit. There you go.
Not tropical.
Well, we kept saying flowery. I mean,
yes, that's true.
The picture, I think, holds up to those notes. I thought the 100% Islas were peated to a higher level, but this is light, I can tell you.
Well, for me, I will not buy it again. If I need to buy something, I will buy it again. Back of the 11 is fantastic.
Well, you would have the Talisker. But there again, this is $110 we paid.
It's good.
Now,
It's good. It's
if
good
we've put it here, is there anything that's cheaper that's above it? Probably not. I mean, the Tomatin 18 is about the same price. The Islay barley is definitely cheaper. Everything else below it is more expensive. And Ugadal would be cheaper, more expensive, and everything else. Oh, the Kilchoman Sauterne, we still like that.
Oh, yeah.
Do you want
the same price?
Do you want an intermission while we go for the bottle?
That's the same price.
A little more expensive.
But it's good quality.
I've got to go and get the bottle. I don't even know. In the chaos, do I have an intermission? Let's try it.
So much.
8673. Not quite the same, I don't think. And we're buying this one for Sarah. Do you have any Glencairns?
Oh no.
Choose one.
Oh, fantastic.
Too much acid.
Shake Zane's hand. Let's get out of here. It's got work to do. I have to go for a camera handshake.
Here we go.
Thanks, Zane.
You'll be around. So
Yeah,
see you guys
she'll be back. I think we've got her on the track, so
Nice.
she'll be back with all her wallet. Okay, no more whiskey. It's the organic shops, apparently.
Oh, it's so exciting, isn't
But
it?
what about organic whiskey?
We have that? No, we don't. That was in the shop, but
Sarah's now
maybe
excited.
that'll be my third bottle of whiskey.
We've pulled Sarah into our whiskey nerddom.
I'm actually excited about the prospect of having 2 bottles of whiskey.
Now she has a Blanton's and an Islay barley.
Yeah.
Okay, do we have it? There it is. Now, I've got the Sauterne as well. Let's do a little comparison. So where did we buy this? We bought it at Total Wine. Right. Islay barley. Wow, the cork is stuck. I say Islay barley. 100% Islay versus Sauterne. Does anyone, Tim, do you have this Kilchoman? I think you probably do. Now, I remember the Sauterne to be quite strong peat and compared to today's?
About 50.
They're both 50%, and they're both. Where should I put that? In front of deeper. Do you want to do blind?
I'll give to you first.
Right. Cavalan is the
So I think put the sherry. I think no sherry.
Sauterne.
I think the earth.
Okay. Let's do a little comparison. My first thought is the Sauterne obviously more peated? Oh. So this one is sweeter, but the peat level seems similar. Oh, no, the peat seems quite strong today. But I am getting that Auchentoshan and peat. Okay, this is a lot better for me. It's just so fully rich sweetness. It's really filled out. Whereas the 100% Islay, the sweetness is up front, but it kind of falls away. And then the peat levels do seem quite similar. Right. I'm not sure how old the Sauterne is. Let's see. 2018 release. Does it say when it was bottled? It's going to be pretty young, and I can't see. Okay, your turn. Well, just taste them and see if you don't have to do it blind. Just tell us what you think. Donna Pass, love that 8th edition first release that they put a few sherry casks in, but just enough to add flavors. Right, Tim? Yeah, that's what I remember. We talked about this, didn't we? That it was the one with the sherry, and it just fill out the profile a little bit. Oh, Reb, the 100% Isleys are only 25 ppm. Got it. Now, that makes more sense. 100% Islay paired at the distillery. Got it. Now, Reb, do you know if they use Islay peat?
I'm sorry, but I cannot make up for that today. But the more dirty.
Which one do you like?
I don't know. I just buy more. I like them more.
Oh, that's today's.
Oh.
With the Cavalan.
I see. Because, but I'm blind. I did not get any licorice. That's okay. That I prefer this one.
Oh no, hang on. Is that right? That looks.
Yeah. But
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So very gross.
Now, this also gives you an indication of just how narrow the band of our shelf is, because we've got Kilchoman Sauterne up here. And we're saying that this Kilchoman is going to fit right in here.
And I do not get it.
Right, let's go with chat. This is the rest of that Auckland video from last week. It is Aquami. Donna Pass. Oh yeah, we got that one. Whisky 101. First we have to go back to the old chat and see who got it. That's right. National Parks Artist got it in this stream, but I think Jimmy Legg got it in the other one. Jimmy, is that right? Do you want to claim? Okay, Reb. I only have had Kilchoman 100% Islay editions 5, 6, 7, 9, 8, and 10. Oh. And 10 are partially sherry matured. Okay, so 8 and 9 are partially sherry, which you wouldn't drink. Got it. So we have the 9 waiting as well. And the 9 is surely the one that we would have both tasted at Kilchoman itself. Sean, my 9th edition was so good when I opened it, and for some reason, after a couple of months, it fell off completely. Oh, it was almost like when a soda goes flat after being opened for a bit. I always wonder if young whiskies are more likely to change, with air in the bottle, and something that's been sitting with air in the barrel for 20 years is much more stable. So that is probably right. Anyone had the Kilchoman 2021 PX sherry cask? Well, not Reb.
Have you got that one? No.
No. Local Islay peat from Octomore Farm. Fair enough, Reb. There you go. Right. They talk about getting the peat with a wheelbarrow right there, as they don't need much with the small batches. Fair enough. Well, Jimmy Leg. Are we giving it to Jimmy? I'm not sure. Someone claim it. If National Parks artist or Jimmy, whoever got it, fireworks for you. Shout out whether you want deeper side, fill side, in the middle, top shelf. Is it a bourbon? We're already past the time slot, and I know Shayla, Whisky Central, is going live to fill in Roy's slot while he's away. Melissa, so late. We are late as well, Melissa.
Oh, hello, Melissa.
Right, National Parks artist. You're saying Jimmy Leg can pick. No, come on, we'll be talking forever here. Just type something. Somebody type something. My hand is going to a bottle. Because there's a 20-second delay, you know. Pick us a bourbon. Only 3 left. Right. I've picked one.
I'll probably give you show my feeling. Please translate it for me. At this one, this yummy better than this. Fantastic. But the second half is the start
of the today's one.
Yes.
Well, young whiskies they do drop off.
It's stop. But this one is so much thinner. But it's okay.
Longer lasting. Okay. National Parks artist. And I guess Jimmy. I'm confused now. I have picked on your behalf. Bottle number 196, so close to 200. Is it a bourbon? And if it is, what are we going to do about it? No, I don't think so.
Bourbon.
But it does look like big bubbles.
Maybe 57.
Okay, National Parks artist. We're close enough. Right, is it peated? Don't think so. Is it delicious? Yes, it is.
Oh, I only got from the export having different types of whiskies.
This confirms it's worth having different types of whiskies.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful. Today and new.
Yeah. Thanks for hanging with us today with our little technical issues. And everyone run over to see Shayla at Whisky Central because we're already stepping on her time. Last chance of the chat. Let's see. Oh, if anyone's in the Bay Area and wants to get together on Sunday, we're having a little whiskey get together. We're trying to get enough people together. We haven't had one for 2 years. So send us an email. whiskey@captain3d.com. Donna Pass. Alan the Whiskey Friend is live now too, celebrating hitting 4,000 subscribers. Yes, Alan, the Whiskey Friend. Congratulations. Everyone go and say congrats to Alan. Right, we will be back on Sunday to find out what 196 is. We finished everything? What are we going to eat? You know we don't eat anything before these shows. So we can be quite hungry by the time we finish.
Okay, you make egg on toast.
Oh, do I have to make eggs on toast?
Have
we got bread?
Yeah, we have.
Eggs on toast it is though. Where's my out button? Right, thanks all for watching. See you on Sunday.